So Call of Duty has a problem, and I'm worried about Modern Warfare 4. As you know, Call of Duty is at no doubt a series low. Call of Duty is now set at another standpoint where they are entering a new era, and that new era is either the breaking point or the way that they can ascend. I'm worried about 5 or 6 issues that honestly could plague Modern Warfare 4 and ruin it for everybody involved. Honestly, there's a few that I want to knock out right out the gate. I would say cheaters and like hackers is a very rampant problem right now inside of Call of Duty. But I think a lot of people negate the fact that cheaters are not only a Call of Duty problem, that they are a gaming problem as of right now. And I don't know if people understand like what happened with the hacking problem in Warzone back in 2020 to versus now. If you don't really remember, Call of Duty has been primarily a console game. Like for most of its life, like entirety, it has been a console-only game. And when Modern Warfare 19 came out, they introduced crossplay, so you could play with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And the issue with that is then all of a sudden PC players enter the game, and PC players obviously can hack the shit out of things. They can just quick go download something off of Google Chrome, and all of a sudden now they have hacks. Console players, you literally have to like input you basically have to like jailbreak your PlayStation or your Xbox in order to get hacks, and it's like a long, tedious process, so people never really did it. And inevitably Warzone blew up and became massive, and there was PC hackers everywhere that was just running rampant because Call of Duty really didn't have an anti-cheat, which is crazy that they didn't have an anti-cheat when they should have had an anti-cheat. I mean, I'm assuming that they were like, we could get away with having no anti-cheat because we are a console primarily only game. So then fast forward, they had to like basically fast track an anti-cheat. So there was like this whole fucking cheater problem that they really couldn't even deal with. And they had to basically try to improve this anti-cheat from they had to keep trying to build on top of this anti-cheat Ricochet for all COD fans. And Ricochet overall just wasn't that great. Now they have some newer anti-cheat, I believe that came with BO6 if I'm not mistaken. It runs to the issue where it shadow bans a lot of people, which I have yet to experience. I know for a fact I've been reported at least probably 10 times for cheating. And I have yet to be shadow banned or anything like that, so I have no idea how you get shadow banned, but apparently that is a very rampant issue, and a lot of people are getting shadow banned. Apparently there is rumors that Modern Warfare 4 has a new like anti-cheat system coming. Let's hoping it's actually good this time around, especially for DMZ fans. Having an extraction shooter where there are hackers running rampant, not a great mix. Number 2, the other one I want to get right out of the way, microtransactions. Microtransactions have been plaguing Call of Duty since about 2021. There's way too many microtransactions that it causes like an overbloatedness inside of Call of Duty. Like some of you guys probably don't play Warzone anymore, but I played Warzone not too recently ago to like do the BO3 like camo challenges. And it's kind of crazy seeing how much stuff is in this game. There is a lack of identity with this game, as you can see it definitely with Warzone. Warzone used to have a story. When is Warzone set in anymore? I don't know what year Warzone is set in. Is it set in 2035 now? Are we still stuck in the 90s? Are we in 2026? Where are we? I have no idea. Since there's this overbloatness of microtransactions, there's no identity with this game. There's no sense of like story with this game. There's no narrative here. And not to mention with Modern Warfare 4, they are keeping Black Cell battle passes. So the big thing that I have a problem with is seasonal rollout content, which I will get to later. Battle passes still being a thing, I don't think should happen anymore. I understand that you have like skins to give out to people. You want to give out like things for people to use in game, and that's obviously a great thing. Have cosmetics for people to use. But when you have like 8 to 12 operator skins coming in a battle pass, you're never going to use 10 of those. Give us like free operator skins at this point. Do something to like change it up. And seems like Modern Warfare 4 is falling down the same path the last 7 CODs have fallen down, which is not a great sign. So you have cheaters that potentially could not get fixed with MW4's new anti-cheat, microtransactions up the fucking wazoo, and not to mention Call of Duty is very prone to doing collaborations and doing a lot of stuff. Who knows how long it is until they break and do crazy collaborations, do crazy wacky skins. Even though it seems like they're sticking to their guns if they want to stick to an identity with MW4, who knows what could go wrong. And there's a few things that I want to talk about with the story. Campaign, I'm going to be going over a campaign spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, I would skip to this timestamp down below, or up here, right next to this bat symbol. Click that go to that timestamp, and it'll not cover this story beat. They are basically completely negating the fact that Makarov is in this game. They are killing him within mission 2. They are just basically we're going off to the Koreas, and we're doing a whole different segment. My biggest issue with the Modern Warfare series, as much as I love like this Modern Warfare series, The fact that we did not stick to what MW19 was building onto, and MW2 kind of went and did this like nothing burger of a campaign, and then MW3 failed the bag because Infinity Ward basically just handed Sledgehammer like a half-finished game, half-finished campaign, half-finished everything, and went, here, we don't want to make that anymore. We'll make a different game. Why did we do that? Because then you get the abomination of the MW3 campaign, where Makarov just basically wasn't set up at all and became a lackluster villain and basically was just a nothing burger of an enemy, and then all of a sudden Soap's dead. Like, what? So they're immediately killing off the Makarov plot, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with them, side plotting that, because it just didn't work out. It's just you are now having to try to build a completely new narrative, because you killed Hadir in Modern Warfare 2 when you could have set him up to be like Khalid al-Assad or something. We still have no idea who the fuck Khalid al-Assad is. We have no idea who that is. We thought it was Hadir. It's not. There's so many things from MW19 that we still don't know. And now we're going into North and South Korea and going to go fight a war that has no connections to the previous titles. I understand, like, Captain Price is on the run now because he killed Shepard in MW3, but, like, what? I wish we had some, cohesion here, because it gets a little rocky once you hit MW2. I hope that there is a continuation of, like, the story inside of MW4's, like, the campaign, and then ties into, like, the post-launch story, which it sounds like they're talking about. But if they don't do that, or we get like a story like how BO7 is, we're kind of screwed. Another issue I have with Modern Warfare 4 is the lack of PvE. Call of Duty tends to have a PvE mode for people who don't really want to play PvP all the time. That's where you get zombies. That's where you get Spec Ops, where you get like survival and like Spec Op missions, stuff like that. Modern Warfare 4's third mode this year is DMZ. Yet again, another PvP experience. So the only way to play like a PvE game is to play the probably 3 to 4 hour campaign again. Because currently they said that they had no plans for a PvE like DMZ experience. It is PvPvE. So yes, in theory you could play DMZ PvE, but you are inevitably going to run into a other player that is going to fucking beat the brakes off of you when you're not expecting it, because you're trying to play against bots. That's why I actually do kind of like something from BO7, which is Endgame. Endgame has actually been a ton of fun for me. That is the only reason I still have BO7 downloaded, is to play Endgame and then cry while playing Warzone from time to time. So if there's a lack of PvE modes for players who don't really want to play against players all the time, because I know I get sick of running into sweats all the time, even though as a sweat myself, I have the fucking padded controller, I'm a fucking loser. I get sick of playing against other players sometimes, so I want to go play like zombies, or I want to go play Endgame, I want to go play like Spec Ops. I can't do that in Modern Warfare 4, and that's kind of worrisome, because if I get burnt out of Call of Duty, which I do every single year, or right around the same time of year, which is right around February, there's nothing for me to go to inside of Call of Duty to, unburn myself out from multiplayer or PvP. And that kind of leads into my next point. Infinity Ward might still Infinity Ward. And if you don't know what I mean by that, Infinity Ward has been prone to doing a lot of bad things. And I mean a lot of bad things. Like, I just put Piccadilly like 6 times. That was pretty funny. Editor, you're getting a raise. I don't pay my editor, because the editor is me. I am editor. That's such a fucking stupid joke. Infinity Ward has has kind of a problem with map designs. I talked about it in my Modern Warfare 19 video a while ago, which you should go check out. Pretty good video. Apparently pretty decisive too. I talked about Modern Warfare 19 having kind of bad map design. They kind of fixed it with post-launch maps, but every Call of Duty map traditionally has a 3-lane system. But Modern Warfare tries to go for grounded realism, so they have like, it's not like a 3-lane map design. So that leads to a lot of bad maps. And it sounds like with Modern Warfare 4, with the 12 maps we get on launch, it sounds like a lot of those are going to be very similar to that. So we might have a problem on our hands. And that's not to mention the only thing that Infinity Ward does wrong. Infinity Ward likes to not talk to the community. They love to not do that. They actually hate doing that, apparently. I know it was a big problem inside of MW2. There was a lack of content, and then there was the lack of transparency from the devs and just Call of Duty in general. I'd be screaming at them like, what's going on with skill-based matchmaking? What's going on with this feature? Why is Warzone 2 dog shit? Fucking Lady Gaga, who the fuck was in Modern Warfare 2? Why was Nicki Minaj in Modern Warfare 2? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, it seems like there's better heads at Infinity Ward now. They've done a big promotion showing off that there's new heads at Infinity Ward, so hopefully there's a lot more transparency. But who says that the people high up at, like, Infinity Ward who didn't get changed are, like, fuck you guys, fuck the community. We are just here for your money. And you bought our game for $70. We're not going to update it. We're not going to talk to you guys anymore. We're still going to shove skill-based matchmaking up your ass, because Infinity Ward was the team. Old Infinity Ward, we'll say now. Old Infinity Ward was the team that pushed for skill-based matchmaking to be inside of every Call of Duty, which that's where we're at now, where we had to fight tooth and nail, had basically forced Call of Duty to have like less strict skill-based matchmaking instead of BO7. And I don't think a ton of people know that really anymore, because I got a ton of YouTube comments talking about how they're wanting skill-based matchmaking to go away. BO7 skill-based is actually not too bad. I've been playing it pretty recently. I can still go around as me, and I can go play with every single weapon and have some sort of fun with it. I can still have fun in that game, which is like, I've been playing like that Black Ops Classic mode. That's been a ton of fun. It's getting me prepared for Modern Warfare. Like, there is so much fun to be had inside of BO7, especially with the less skill base. So please, if you have BO7 and you haven't played it in a little bit, go play it. Go play the open matchmaking. Or the less strict skill based matchmaking. It's actually fun, and you can actually notice a difference. I guess my last real issue is that what can they do really with Modern Warfare 4 that's new? I've been kind of pushing this topic in my last few videos. I hate the current seasonal rollout content style that Call of Duty has been doing for the past 6 or 7 years. Yeah, every season you know you're getting four or five new weapons. You know you're getting at least 3 new maps. You're probably getting a big map like a ground war. You're getting some Warzone updates. Your third mode's going to get a few updates, especially if it's zombies. And you're going to get like a new story cinematic. You know what you're getting? And then you get Black Sail get shoved down your fucking face every single year. Or every single 2 months. You'd spend half the game's price on a new battle pass just so you can get the new weapons early. Because you have to grind for like probably 10 to 12 hours if you don't have double battle pass XP to get the new weapons, which is super fucking frustrating. Why do I have to wait to access the new free content? I want to play with the new weapons right away. That's the whole point. I don't know how you fix the content rollout system, whether that's dropping something new every single week, and then at the top of every month, one mode gets like a big update. Like, let's just say hypothetically you had a zombies and a multiplayer. At the 1st of January, multiplayer gets 3 new maps and a new weapon, and we get a new mode. That's a lot of stuff for you to do and play for the next month. And then there's some new like tournament style thing for like search and destroy, gunfight, team deathmatch. There's something new. And then zombies gets on February 1st, zombie gets a new map, and they get a new survival map midway through the month or something like that. But that's still like a rollout, like a seasonal rollout system, except it's not in seasons, it's in a monthly basis. So I don't know. I just know that somehow, some way, Activision needs to create something new to keep people engaged. And I know that's not happening with MW4. That's why I'm worried about MW4, is because there is a lack of innovation. It feels like in certain aspects. We're still getting Black Cell. We're still getting seasonal rollouts. We're still getting a bloated bunch of cosmetics. We're still getting cheaters running rampant. We're getting a messy narrative. We are getting a lot of, honestly, not great things when Modern Warfare 4 is being set up to be like the next new era of Call of Duty. But if this is trying to be your new era, I don't think we're on to a great start. It feels like we might be getting a Warzone 2.0. And that is why I'm worried about Modern Warfare 4. And if you wanted to enjoy today's video, it'd mean a lot if you hit that like button. If you enjoy me or my personality, or however you agree with some of my points, if you disagree with some of my points, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm also making a video very similar to this, talking about why I'm excited for Modern Warfare 4, because there's actually genuinely, for me as a Call of Duty fan, a lot to be excited for, which is why it seems like I didn't talk about a lot of things. It's because those things I want to save for my positives, because there is a lot of things to be excited about. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, evening, afternoon. I hope you guys remember that you matter, and I will catch you in the next one.